Well, here we are at the Sawdust Festival here in beautiful Laguna Beach. It is the 50th anniversary. So I decided to get in my VW bus here and see what artists that I can drive up to and say hello to. Come on along. Right now, I am speaking to a guest artist here at the Sawdust Festival, and Antonio Mendoza.
Yes.
Wonderful, wonderful artwork here. We'll get to that in just a moment. First, I'd like to know, you're a guest artist here, but you've been appearing here for a few years, right?
Yes, it's probably been for about 7, 8 years now that I have been coming to this beautiful place, Sawdust, to this beautiful show.
As far as being a guest artist, it means you don't live here right in Laguna Beach, right?
No, I live in Santa Ana. My weaving studio is in Santa Ana. I have been working in my weaving studio probably about 22, 23 years now. Since 14 years old, I have been weaving here, but I began weaving at 7.
Wow. Now, tell me about your background. You grew up in Oaxaca,
Yes,
am I right?
Oaxaca in the way southern of Mexico. Oaxaca, it's a state with a lot of crafts. I was born in a weaving village, and I come from a weaving family, 5th generation. So there is a long history in the family.
Now, looking around here, my first thought when I walked into your booth and first met you, my thought was this is Southwestern designs and art, and there's certainly a relationship there, but tell us about the weaving, how far back it goes back.
Yes, this style goes back thousands of years. A lot of times it might easily be confused. Sometimes they would say this is like a Navajo. No, but it goes very like thousands of years back in the Oaxaca area. Before the Spanish conquest, there was no wool in the New World. There was no ship. So after the Spanish conquest, all these pieces are hand woven with hand spun wool,
Wow.
hand dyed with vegetable colors. So right after the Spanish conquest, we adopted the wool. Before the Spanish conquest, we used to weave with feathers from the birds, hand spun feathers from birds, cactus fibers, palm trees into very fine thread. And
Wow, palm trees.
yes,
Wow.
and there has been a very traditional styles technique down in Oaxaca. A lot of it has been disappeared. So what I'm trying to do is to bring back all the traditional style, all the techniques, methods, trying to revive the technique and apply it to every single piece to my weavings. So the colors and using all the natural colors like flowers, plants, fruits, pomegranate, pecan, cochineal, indigo, and cochineal. It's an insect. It's a little.
Really?
It's a beetle collected from the cactus, which makes a wide spectrum of red colors. So, for instance, it's a beetle, so which is collected from the cactus. So what I do is I grind them on a grinding stone into very fine powder, and then it's boiled with alum, lime juice, and salt. And this makes a wide spectrum of beautiful red colors. So all the colors I use is ancient colors.
So you go to that much trouble and you actually grind your own dyes.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And this is the result. All the red hues, all the red colors that you see on my pieces comes from cochineal. So the blue color you see, the green color comes from indigo. So you see some beautiful blue, you see some green color, which comes from indigo and pepper tree. With the berries from
Wow.
pepper tree, it's mixed in with the indigo and.
It's absolutely beautiful. I want to get a chance to watch you work. Can we do that?
Absolutely, absolutely. Come on.
All right, so you're going to show us how you do this extremely, to me anyway, intricate work. And as you do this, where do you come up with the designs? You sketch them out ahead of time?
No, no. Okay, this is a design. Everything is geometric. Everything is
Okay.
based on the center. So I design as I'm going along. So whatever flows, whatever comes in the heart, you'll see it on the piece. So that's what's happening over here. So every single piece will be one of a kind.
That is really inspiring.
You know, when you love what you do, it's what you do. You put your heart, and I think talking about difficult, a lot of work, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I think it's the passion that you put into the work that you do,
So-
and the piece will go. It could go as long as I want. Sometimes people will ask, "What's the difference between the small and the big piece? How come the small piece is it's so much more expensive than the bigger piece?" The size does not really influence.
Okay.
It's the intricacy of the piece, the detail that it's put into the piece. So
So when you're doing this here, do you take the spools and have to go in between? I guess these lines, these threads here.
yeah, the thing is, okay, this is a loom with two harnesses.
Okay.
So what it does is there is a pedal over here. So when I step down on one of the pedals, the right, the shed opens. It opens, see? When it opens, so what I'm going to do is I introduce
see.
my yarn or the weft. We call it the weft. There is the weft and the see?
Oh, I see.
See? And what I do is I change back, and the shed. When I change my pedal, it locks the warp. So that's what makes the weave possible. That's how the
Okay.
weaving is creating by locking the shed, by locking the warp with the change of the pedal. So every time I'm introducing my bobbins of yarn, see, and then I change my feet, and the yarn is locking. So and the
Wow.
weaving is starting to take shape. See, see it right there. See, and with a beater, I hit it hard, and then it compresses the yarn. And also I could use like a comb just to compress the weave.
That's amazing.
See, so I go one more time. Right.
All that for just the first couple inches there. It's amazing. How long does it take you to do a piece? You've got, looking around here, you've got very large wall hangings, all the way down. If somebody wants a little pouch there, it's looking at what you just did there. It must take you quite a long time to do this.
Like I said, it depends on the intricacy. There is a piece here over here, which took me about 10 days to do.
Wow.
And there is a small piece over here which I have woven into very, very fine hand spun wool, and it has some gold yarn and silver yarn on this piece. So this piece took me about 4 weeks.
And Antonio, what is your booth number here?
It's a 231.
And you're here every day?
I'm here almost every day from 10 o'clock in the morning when the show opens till 10 o'clock at night.
Well,
but I'm working over here, so you're going to see me here. You're going to find me here working, designing a piece. So I have about 6 pieces on this loom that I'm going to weave. So the loom, it's warped for 6 pieces. Yeah, this is a place to be inspired,
Yeah.
because we love what we do here, and you see the passion that it's put into like each work. Not only over here, but the other great artists that are here.
Definitely. A pleasure, sir. I'm sure we'll see you again.
Yeah, my pleasure.
I would like to personally invite all you viewers as president of the Sawdust to come down and just enjoy the Sawdust. It's a fantastic place to visit. Well, the Sawdust Festival is something for the entire family, from a toddler all the way up to the elderly. We welcome all who come here. There are demonstrations constantly going on. And if you visit us, you can create your own hand-thrown ceramic pot. You can paint your own painting. We have fantastic glass blowers here. You can watch them blow a vase and create some beautiful glass. We have a face painter here. We have a great array of entertainment. And also fantastic food. So there's something here for everyone. You will not be disappointed if you come down to the Sawdust.
You won't. What are the hours here?
We are open every single day, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. We run all the way through the last Sunday of August.